This meme highlights a shift in what left-wing means. From revolutionary socialism in the early 20th century to our modern American democratic establishment in the 21st century. 2025, we briefly had Kamala Harris as the face of what in American politics is called left-wing, but is actually centrist or even center-right by global standards. Democrats operate within a capitalist framework, defend private property and corporations, and rarely, if ever, challenge U.S. imperial power abroad. Bourgeois democracy. This is elections, constitutions, free press, in theory, but these operate within limits that, no matter what, always preserve private property, markets, and class hierarchy, or in other words, capitalism. Zios. Democrats are basically all pro-it. They fund and defend the state's right to colonize Palestine. Western imperialism. Democrats support NATO, U.S. bases abroad, interventions, sanctions, etc. We all know this. Tuition fees and private healthcare. Democrats are pro-tuition and privatized healthcare. While they will occasionally expand subsidies or enact small means-based reforms, what their system desires never, ever threatens capitalism. 770,000 homeless and rent out of control. U.S. homelessness hovers around 600 to 700K nightly, and anyone who's paid attention knows housing costs are spiraling to levels not seen in a century. Overall, this column is a pretty fair critique of American Democrats. They are capitalist managers, not leftists. Now, to shift to the polar opposite side of the political spectrum. In 1925, there was Vladimir Lenin and the Bolsheviks, who represented revolutionary Marxism, which was explicitly anti-capitalist, anti-imperialist, and oriented toward abolishing private property and landlords. Now, that is an astronomically different left-wing than today's mainstream Democrats. Proletarian democracy. This is direct participation in governance, recallable delegates, suppression of capitalist political influence, control of production by workers. Anti-Zios. The Bolsheviks opposed Zio as a nationalist project. They supported Jewish cultural autonomy, but not a Jewish state in Palestine. Anti-imperialist. They opposed colonial empires and tried to inspire revolution abroad. Education and healthcare for all. The Soviet system in the 20s pioneered universal access to both. Free education programs raised literacy rates from 28% to 90% in a single generation. Their free healthcare program doubled life expectancy and infant mortality plummeted. 0% homelessness and abolition of landlords and rent. Housing was nationalized and landlords eliminated, and in some cases even executed. From what I could find online, homelessness wasn't literally 0%, as that's technically impossible, I think, but they did have a forced housing program that brought the amount of homelessness from 7 million in 1922 to less than 1% by the 1930s. So back up, we went from abolish landlords, abolish capital, collectivize, and fight imperialism to now empower landlords, protect capital, privatize healthcare, maintain imperial alliances. Today's left is just capitalism with better PR.